the ambitions, the aspirations, the incredible work ethic that exists in our community. My plan is to build what I call an opportunity economy, which means giving people an opportunity to actually achieve those ambitions.
So Vice President Kamala Harris courting black men with a new economic plan. It comes as her campaign is trying to win back voters in this key demographic. Recent polls show Harris losing ground here, with former President Trump closing the gap. Joining us now is RNC Chair Michael Whatley. And I think it's important to point out that Biden was losing a significant chunk of black men as well. This is not necessarily because she's a woman. This is about policy. And to that end, this is one of the things she has tried to do, putting out this opportunity agenda for black men, talking about 1 million loans that are fully forgivable up to $20,000, education and training programs, supporting a regulatory framework on crypto, and then launching a national health equity initiative, and finally legalizing recreational marijuana and creating opportunities for black Americans to succeed in this new industry. Do you think that will be helpful to her? Is it too little, too late? And also, is some of that legal?
Well, look, what I would say is Kamala Harris's campaign right now is in complete free fall because she has, for the last 4 years as vice president, cast the tie-breaking votes on $2.5 trillion worth of inflationary spending. President Obama's own economic advisors said you're going to send prices through the roof. Gasoline prices 50% higher, grocery prices 25% higher, housing prices 25% higher. This is why we are seeing black voters, Hispanic voters, Asian American voters who are leaving the Democratic Party in droves because this economy is not working for them. Kamala Harris has said she's going to double down on every single bit of what she's done over the last 4 years. She would change nothing from Joe Biden's 10 years, what she said. She also has introduced higher taxes that she's going to bring into place. She's going to let the Trump tax cuts expire, and she's also going to put unrealized gains tax in place. So, you know, what she's going to do is hurt those people she's trying to campaign to, and they see through this right now.
Well, I think part of the premise from Dana's question is that every election cycle, when we see polling go out there and come back, what we find is that the demographics that might be trailing come home. And I don't know if you've seen that just yet, and maybe that happens. And just put up number 3. Wall Street Journal and the economy, Trump leads by 10 points in that survey, 50 to 40%. This is another thing we found here. Harris leads among those who plan to vote before Election Day by 17 points. He leads on those who plan to vote on Election Day by 21 points. And we were talking during the commercial break. I know you feel optimistic right now. Instead of asking you that question, maybe we need to find out what worries you. You know, when you travel and you see things yourself, what concerns you about not getting to your number?
Well, look, I think that when you look at the 7 battleground states that we're talking about all year long, right? Virginia, North Carolina, we're talking about Georgia, we're talking about Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. We are now showing durable leads in every single one of those battleground states. So we feel like we're playing offense right now. Kamala Harris is absolutely playing defense. All of those leads are very narrow. We know that these are narrow leads. We know it's going to be a very tight election cycle. But Donald Trump is extremely disciplined. He is actually hitting his marks at every single one of these events. He's doing 2, 3, 4 events a day. Kamala Harris right now is still trying to get her footing. They are still trying to decide, are we going to double down on these failed economic policies, or are we going to walk away from them and get accused of flip-flopping? It's a tough place for them to be, and right now their media plan is not working, and they're losing in the issue polls. So it really feels like this is starting to kind of get into line where we'd like to be 3 weeks out.
Michael Whatley, you're generous with your time. We know you're busy. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk again.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.